Thank you, Sam Allardyce and West Brom for beating Chelsea 5-2 today. I woke up this morning, saw the score and went like this. What? Couldn't believe it, but big thanks, Big Sam. Maybe West Brom are going to stay up. And their neighbours, Wolves, who West Ham take on Monday. So here's how this works. Because West Brom beat Chelsea, it means that West Ham can now go fourth if we win Monday night. What absolute masterclass work from Jabba the Hutt. Oh, sorry, Big Sam. When it's the Easter weekend, it's usually quite a busy schedule anyway. All the teams in the Football League, i.e. Championship down to League 2 and even in the National League, are all playing on Friday and then Monday. Premier League doesn't quite have that, but West Ham are playing on Easter Monday as one of two games that play. And there's Everton Crystal Palace earlier on that day, and then Wolves versus West Ham. Excited for Monday's game, but it's going to be such a drag to get to the actual fact. It's Saturday now. We've got 2 days until West Ham play Wolves in a stadium where West Ham don't have a good track record, and against a Wolves team that has been a bit depleted this season. So, as per usual with Opposition Uncovered, I'm going to talk about Wolves' season so far, talk about 3 players, and talk about a player who played for both and give my score prediction. I'm going over that because it feels like ages since I last made an Opposition Uncovered. It's been, what, 2 or 3 weeks now? Because of all the international duty. So, we're slowly getting back into things on this channel, starting with this Opposition Uncovered video for Monday night's game. Wolves have been pushing for European football ever since they got back into the Premier League in 2018. This season has been very different, not at least because of key absences. Striker Raul Jimenez was a big part of the team last season and was in the top 5 goal scorers in the Premier League. However, although he had 4 goals and 10 appearances, he suffered a nasty skull injury and has been sidelined for the most part. Also, Wolves sold Diego Jota to Liverpool and have lacked a lot of intensity since they got rid of him. So losing 2 key players in Jota and Jimenez has done Wolves no favours. They're currently in the bottom half of the Premier League table and could have easily been in a relegation battle. And the form kind of showed why. Because Wolves went through the whole of December to January with only 1 win in 11 games. And that caused them to slip down the table. Wolves were unbeaten in February, but did not win in March. So the consistency that Wolves had last season to get into the Europa League is not there this season. Having said that, West Ham did beat Wolves 4-0 very early on in the season. That was considered quite a shock result because of how Wolves were. They were fully fit with Jimenez, Patricio and 90% of the Portugal national team in their starting 11. But since then, Wolves have, like I say, slid down the table and they aren't as dangerous as they have been in the past. One thing that West Ham and Wolves have in common is that they both have really good midfields. Wolves have one of the most underrated midfields in the Premier League in my opinion, starting off with Pedro Neto, who is an excellent counter-attacking footballer and a really good dribbler. Still only a young lad, but he's already on the eye of some European clubs and even a couple of top Premier League clubs as well. Neto's been in the Wolves team now as a starter for quite some time, and rightly so. He had 2 assists in Portugal's 3-1 win over Luxembourg, did a really good job in that game, and Cristiano Ronaldo even praised him. Ruben Neves is the other key midfielder for Wolves. He's got comparisons to Xavi, and he is an all-rounded and very intelligent footballer, tactically aware, positionally aware, very good at passing the ball, good at getting into space. He's not necessarily tall, but he makes up for that with his energy and overall footballing intelligence. He's got a very good footballing IQ, and he's still young. He's 23, 24 years old. Liverpool apparently wanted to bid for Ruben Neves, and I can definitely see why. He's a very, very good midfielder. He's one of the best in the Premier League, and in my opinion, another player who is criminally underrated by quite a few. Connor Cody is a decent centre-back. He's had quite a good 2021 season. Scored his first goal for England in a friendly this season, and last month he scored his first ever Premier League goal. He's also one of Wolves' longest serving players, having been there since 2015, and he's made over 200 appearances for the club. Molineux is one of the most notable names in English football, mainly because of his time at Man United and Liverpool, but before and after that is why he's in this video. Molineux started his career off at West Ham in 1986 and joined Manchester United in 1989. After 6 years playing for the Red Devils, he moved to Italy to play for AC Milan, returning to England 2 years later due to family reasons. He signed for Liverpool in 1997, and that was his last real big club that he played for. After that, he moved around, went to Middlesbrough, Wolves, played for Swindon Town and Macclesfield Town, and retired in 2006. Upon his retirement, he became a player coach for Macclesfield, became their manager very briefly. He also managed the MK Dons, and in 2008 he made British footballing history by becoming the first black British manager in the Premier League, having been named the manager of Blackburn Rovers. However, this was short-lived and he was sacked after a few months. A few months after he left Blackburn, he had a second stint at MK Dons. He's also managed Notts County and Blackpool. His son Tom played under him at Blackpool, and Tom now plays for Luton Town in the Championship. I went on Hammer's Polls with James Fever, West Ham Online, and Andy, and we were talking about this game and the score prediction. Honestly, I think West Ham can win this game, but the boost that Wolves have is that Rui Patricio's back in goal, so they got that solid final man. As a score prediction, I'm not going to say anything too exciting, but I would just go 2-1 West Ham, because I can't see us keeping a clean sheet against Wolves, not with their midfield and with Podence possibly being back in the team. So I'm going to say 2-1 to West Ham. I'm not too sure it's going to score, though. People think Ben Rama's going to get his first goal in the game. We say that every week. Ben Rama's going to get his first goal in this game. But I do think, just for simple fact, I'm just going to say, yeah, 2-1 to West Ham. Thank you very much for tuning into Opposition Uncovered, my first in a long time. If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. I will be back on Monday with loads of Easter eggs, my lint bunny, and the review of the game. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you eat loads of chocolate eggs. Take care, and I'll see you all soon.